Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. Thank you for coming to the weekly live, Relationship Communications Weekly Live. I'm thrilled that you're here. Please say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. And for those of you joining me for the first time, I'm Lisa DeToffel, and I'm the founder of Relationship Communications. It's my online community where I work with established and aspiring entrepreneurs. And today I'm going to be your host for the Relationship Communications Weekly Live, which is my weekly live stream show that airs every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So I do hope that you'll add that to your calendar and make plans to join me every Friday morning at 10 a.m. And my goal here is to share tactical and practical information to help you get where you want to be faster than you can get on your own. I've been an entrepreneur for 6 years and I have made many mistakes, and I'm here to tell you that I can help you move through them more quickly by sharing what I've learned through my experiences. So let me know again where you're coming in from if you're joining me live. And we are streaming on different places. So again, thank you for joining me. If you are tuning in on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so that you can be notified every time that we go live. So today we're going to be talking about how to get out of your comfort zone. It's something that is not as real as we think it is, and it's interesting because I've been out of my comfort zone for years. Doing these lives is out of my comfort zone just because I'm an introvert. But when it comes to my business goals that I've had and that I've made, all the things and what I have discovered over time is that your comfort zone is nothing more than a feeling, and it keeps us stuck. So today we're going to talk about that, and we're going to dive into how we can shift that, because shifting it is critical. So sorry, I still have a tickle in my throat. Before we dive into that topic, I'm going to introduce myself. So this was me back in 2017 and 25 years before that as a preschool teacher. And I had dreamed of working from home all those years, but I had been through 2 messy divorces and been a single mom twice, and it didn't seem possible at that given time. So I was the breadwinner for my household, and of course, I was scared to take that chance and go out and do anything on my own. I met my current husband, Jeff, in 2012, and we got married in 2016, and that is when I could actually see maybe the possibility of my dream coming true. However, it was not an easy task. And with Jeff's support, I started a training program to learn how to be a virtual assistant in 2018, which they also showed me how to actually start my own business. But by the end of that program, I had a couple clients and have continued to grow my business, and now also the Tiger Eye Solution team that I built in 2021 every single year. And so my life looks a little bit different now than it did back then. This is my husband, Jeff, our children, Caleb, Matthew, and Alyssa, our grandchildren, JP and Hattie, oh my gosh, who will be 2 tomorrow. I cannot believe they're going to be 2 years old. And then, of course, our newest addition, Anakin, who is now 6 months old. So, yes, we enjoy our grandbabies when we have that opportunity for sure. So we are going to talk about where's your comfort zone? And how do you get out of your comfort zone? When you stay in your comfort zone, you are playing small. When you're playing safe, and changes cannot happen. Okay, so let's dive into this. When we try something new, we're up against our comfort zone. Okay, when I experience it, it's like a wall. It's like a physical thing that we make real, right? It's not actually a real thing, but that feeling. It's a feeling, right? You get uncomfortable. It's, your gut. You start imagining the worst possible scenario. XYZ is going to happen if I do this. And what I've learned over time, and what I want you to listen to is, this is critical. okay, is that when you are worried and you're imagining the worst case scenario, you're actually wishing or praying for something you don't want. Okay, let me say that again. When you worry or you imagine the worst case scenario, you're actually wishing or praying for something you don't want. Right? So you want to try something new, but you're scared to. Then you're actually wishing that you didn't have to do it, or that XYZ is actually going to happen if you do it. Right? You don't want to do that. So worry is a prayer for something you don't want, because you're imagining it, right? You're visualizing it, all the things. And I'm here to tell you, if you just realize that, that's a huge part of it. And that was a huge thing for me. If you realize that you can calm yourself down and you can do things that are scary once you have calmed yourself down. What happens is you get these feelings and you imagine all the bad things, and then in your head, it's kind of like you're already making the bad thing happen because of you're envisioning it. Okay, if I do this, then XYZ is going to happen. Okay, so you're bringing that negativism in. Okay, you don't want to do that. So, or maybe it could be, a voice, or it could be someone else's voice in your head screaming, I can't do that. How many of you have had that? You want to try something new, but you can hear a voice in your head, whether it's your voice or somebody else's voice saying, you can't do that. You can't do that. Or they're screaming, you can't do that. Right? But the problem is we give our voice, the comfort zone voice, the authority to make decisions for us. Okay? What we're thinking about, whatever it is we're thinking about, we give them the authority to make the decision on, yes, I should do this, or no, I should not do this. And it's scary. It's crazy and it's scary. I get it. So the result is we can't grow. If you're giving those voices that authority to make those decisions, you're not going to grow. Okay? We can't change, or we can't achieve our goals because our comfort zone is keeping us safe. We're not willing to make the decision for ourselves. We're giving those voices the authority to make that decision for us. Okay? And like I said, our comfort zone is trying to keep us safe. And so we jump to the conclusion that doesn't make sense after we calm down. We think we're not safe. So what's the opposite of safe? Right? Danger. We think we're in danger. That if we do whatever it is we're trying to do, that we're going to be in danger. And that's really not the case most of the time. Okay? We're actually telling ourselves, if I do that, I will be in danger. Don't do that to yourself. When you get the voices in your head, you have to push them down, or that gibberish, as I like to call it. You have to get that gibberish out of your head, okay? One thought at a time. Okay? And that's what I do. You have to block out the negative thoughts and replace them with positive thoughts. Okay? Don't let that gibberish take over. Don't give that gibberish permission to make those decisions for you. Okay? Because 9 times out of 10, it's negative. But you don't want to give it the authority to do that. So you have to keep looking ahead. If you think about it, we're not in actual danger, right? If you step out of your comfort zone and go to an in-person networking event, okay? If you've never been to one before, you might be scared. And you've done let your gibberish make the decision for you that if you go, XYZ is going to happen. Sorry, guys, I have the wrong banner up. I apologize for that. Let me fix that. So making a little change will make the difference. Okay, now goals may challenge you, and that's okay if they do. I've set goals in the past that has really been challenging. There's always a challenge that you have to change, something that you have to change to achieve whatever the goal is, right? Otherwise, you would already have what you wanted, or the goal would already have been completed, right? That's the way that works. Here are a few facts that we tell ourselves that are not true, but they totally stop us. Number one, I'm not comfortable telling anyone about my business. So that might stop you from going to an in-person networking event, or even an online networking event for that matter, if you're not comfortable telling other people about your business and what you do. Number two, I'm not comfortable attending networking events. That right there is going to hold you back, and you're not actually going to go to the event, whether it's in person or online. Number three, I'm not comfortable updating my LinkedIn profile, because that's something that you should do from time to time as well. That's LinkedIn is more of a professional platform, and that's where you should have all your professional information about you and your business. So yes, you definitely want to make sure you keep your LinkedIn profile up to date. So every so often you might want to go in there and update it, or tweak it. For instance, make a little change here or a little change there, right? Okay, so number four, I'm not comfortable choosing a business name. If you're just starting your business, and maybe you haven't named it anything yet, don't let gibberish hold you back. Don't give those voices the authority to make that decision for you. Naming your business should be fun, and that should be something that you want to do. So don't let anything hold you back from doing that, okay? Number 5, I'm not comfortable fill in the blank, with whatever it is. Not comfortable doing a live. I'm not comfortable, speaking in front of people, whatever the case is. Yes, I've had all those challenges in the past myself, but I've overcome them. I shut the gibberish down that was in my head telling me I couldn't do it. And you have to do the same, okay? Now, nothing on this list is dangerous. None of those things was actually dangerous, or it's going to be harmful for you to do. You're not going to get hurt in any way, shape, or form by doing any of those things, right? It's not even risky. I want you to tell me how many of you have said to yourself these exact things. And it stops us when we tell ourselves these things, okay? So if you're waiting to feel comfortable, you're going to have a long wait. I do things that are uncomfortable every single day. And that's how I make my goals happen. That's how I move forward. That's how I grow, is doing those uncomfortable things. I'm not comfortable speaking, but what am I doing right now? I am doing a live video, which includes me speaking, right? But as I shared before, I was asked to get up in front of a group at a networking event and talk about my business. Was I scared? Yes. I was asked like on the spot. It was not planned or anything. It was like after I got to the networking event, the leader came to me and asked if I would mind being the first person to get up there and talk about my business. Okay. I knew how to talk about my business, so I knew what I needed to say. I just had to get up there and do it. So I did. But if, I think about it, I couldn't have done that before. after I got all that gibberish out of my head. I would have talked myself out of it. The voices in my head would have made that decision for me and would have talked me out of it. And I would have said, oh, no, I can't do that. But I didn't let that happen. So, and like I said, speaking's not my thing, but that's exactly what I'm doing here. And if I hadn't overcome that, I wouldn't have founded Relationship Communications, and I wouldn't be here having this weekly live right now, right? Because the voices would have told me that I can't speak, so there's no way I can do this, or that it would have been impossible for me to do this. So I think about it differently. I think about it like I'm delivering information to people who signed up to hear it. That's what you all have done by joining the Relationship Communications group or community. And if you're not a part of Relationship Communications Facebook group, I invite you to join us. It's a Facebook group over on Facebook. It's free to all professionals. So if you are not a member of the Relationship Communications Facebook group, please come over there and join us. There's all kinds of things going on over there, okay? So you can do the same. You can overcome it. You can get rid of those voices in your head. Just take small steps and soothe yourself. And keep doing that over and over and over if you need to, right? Because the more you do it, the better you will get at overcoming those challenges and getting those voices out of your head and not giving those voices the ability to make decisions for you. So you have to move out of your comfort zone a little bit at a time, okay? So you got this. I know you can do it. If you have any questions about what I shared today, please put them in the comments or reach out to me privately. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. Again, if you're not part of the Relationship Communications Facebook group, I invite you to come join us. It is a free group to be a part of. And also, if you didn't get the opportunity to be a part of the Networking Method Launchpad, there's still some time left that you can sign up and go over to that private Facebook group and be a part of that. All the videos are still in there, where you can go back and listen to the replays, do the homework and get the ahas and the breakthroughs, all the things. There's a workbook involved that you can download and use as well. A lot of good information was shared during that Launchpad, so it would really be beneficial for you to sign up and go over there and take a listen to those replays. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will see you again soon.